I love the song.
Right.
My one complaint is the minute you put it on, it is going round and round and round in my head. Are your neighbours driving? Are you driving your neighbours mental, especially when you're practicing
my neighbours, they live they're far enough away not to be bothered by my drum kits and all this malarkey. But yeah, it is one of those songs that once you listen to it, it kind of goes round and round. You're humming it when you go to sleep and stuff. So it's a good sign, really.
Exactly, it's a good thing. Tell us about, for people that haven't heard it yet, because obviously we'll do this just before it's released, tell us what the single sounds like, because it's like nothing I've heard in the charts for so long.
God, I don't really know, honestly. Basically breakbeat, kind of funky beats, nice bass lines, but with real melodic singing, big Gregorian choirs, 100-piece orchestras, just larger than life is basically the only way I can describe it. You have to listen to it to appreciate it. Listen to it on some headphones or some loudspeakers, and I don't know, just the big grand orchestra is the main thing, I think.
When you, obviously this is a huge collaboration, when you knew that you'd be working on it, how did it come about? I mean, because I can imagine them sending you a CD and you just getting a sort of tingle down your back.
Totally, man, totally. Well, it all originally started was from, I saw the trailer, The Aviator, and there's this piece on there called White Torch, and I basically contacted them through emails and stuff, and I got a response straight back saying, I want to write a song over one of your songs, basically. And I did that, and they come straight back, loved it, and from then on it's kind of, they've sent me tunes to learn and sing, and I went to LA to meet with Yo, who's fantastic. He's just so talented, the producer of everything. And just went from there. He's created kind of, I'm singing on 5 records on the album, and there's kind of a tenor and, do you know what I mean, Arabian singers. It's all really diverse, and nothing's boring about the album. It's just, as I say, the grandest record you could make, as big as you can get anything on 2 speakers, basically.
Because you mentioned The Aviator, but that's obviously a really important point. What can you tell us about Yo and his sort of work? Because it's very theatrical and very film.
Yeah. Well, Yo and Jeff, basically these 2 guys, they create immediate music, and then they've created this Globus project. But they do trailers for King Kong, Spider-Man 2, Aviator, anything basically with a grand choir or a grand orchestra you hear at the beginning of a movie, that's them normally 9 times out of 10. I mean, they've kind of cornered that market, and I think now they just want to kind of break out and do a really, I don't know, really special album, which is, I know it's Yo's dream and he really wanted to do this. He's been in bands throughout his life and we get on really well like that, so we're kind of on the same ballpark, and they needed someone to front a few of their songs, so I was more than happy to step up to the challenge.
Forced yourself.
Forced it, man. Dragged myself away.
One of the things that made me giggle to myself when I was listening to this single was that I could imagine if it was me taking part in this, I would just be drowning out the band and drowning out the choir, in the shower and everything. But the thing is, the logistics of actually recording it, I'm guessing you didn't all do it at the same time.
No, of course. I mean, a lot of these pieces have actually been on trailers, and a lot of things have been chopped and edited to a song structure. Like, there's one song called Orchard of Mines, the only one I've actually kind of written lyrically on the album, that was, I chopped it up quite a lot at home, just in like 8-bar sections, just kind of working out what bits work where. And
is that the technical phrase? I chopped it up.
Yeah, chopped it up. Yeah, totally. I don't know. It's things like that. When they're made for trailers, sometimes they're 2 and 3 minutes long before they even really get into the song, just to create atmosphere in a movie. Whereas on a record, you kind of got to get straight to the point. I mean, there's one song called Saraban that is, like, I think it's 7.5 minutes long, which for a radio record is too long, but it's beautiful from start to finish, and it needed to be that long. With the others, they've just been made in a more, not commercial way, but more in a song structure. So you've got a chorus and you've got a verse and you've got, do you know what I mean, kind of your bridges and things. So, I don't know, realistically, to catch on to it, you need something repetitive and things like that, basically. But
did you ever think, cause you mentioned you got in touch with the guys because you sort of randomly emailed them from a website. Do you ever sort of think, God, what if I'd not done that? Like, or what if they'd not replied?
Yeah, damn right. Well, I was expecting, it's just like, I mean, I was in a band, well, we're still in a band, but just, I was randomly writing to record companies, all this, and then I just saw that and I thought, I have to write over that. It was just the piano sequence was so beautiful, and I could almost hear the song in my head before I did anything with it, so I just wrote some of the off chance, really. And yeah, literally, it was kind of the next, I think it was 2 days after or something, I got an email back and saying, yeah, be happy to. And they sent me the string stem and the choir stem. And I've got the full studio at home and stuff, because I'm also an engineer. That's kind of what I've made my money at. But I don't know, I just got straight on it, really, and then sent it back. They loved it, and that was that.
Obviously, when you first heard the music, there was, as I say, that sort of tingle X factor. But when you walk into situations with people that have a lot older than you and they've got a really established career, were you not a little bit starstruck or something? Thought, God, I can't do this?
Yeah, well, I mean, this whole concept for me is I feel I'm out of my league because I'm kind of this 23-year-old guy that can sing a bit, play guitar a bit, and it's like, just, I mean, I just love the concept. I want to be part of something I'm really proud of, and I can actually say I'm honestly proud of this, and it's like, I don't know, just, it moves you. It's not something that is a gimmick. It's not something, I don't know, that is all pretty and this. It's actually, you shut your eyes, you put some headphones on, and you will either have a tear in your eye or you just won't get it. I think you've got to be that type of person that, I don't know, will allow emotion in like this. You have to be kind of into that type of thing, or you just, as I say, you just won't. It'll pass you by. But I think a lot of people personally should grip onto this just because it's so big, it's so special. Makes you tingle a bit, as you've said.
One thing that struck me as well was these guys obviously have got this huge Hollywood career. They totally didn't have to take any notice of an email they got from this kid from Britain.
Yeah.
And now they're releasing it all over here as well. Why are they so happy to do that? Because you'd think they'd just get this Hollywood funding.
Yeah, true. I mean, I still don't know why they picked me out of all the guys they could have had. I think there was just the contrast between, you've got all this nice orchestra music. If you put kind of a pop vocal on it, it kind of maybe wouldn't have the depth. I mean, I sing quite loud, and it's kind of quite throaty in places, which gives it an added aggression, which that's kind of where I like all the aggression and stuff. But I don't know, it does pass me by. Like, I don't know why they picked me, but it's kind of right place, right time, and I'm just very lucky.